Hello, friends. It's Kat Bohm again, sharing some tales, sharing some talks around mindfulness, metaphors and analogy of mindfulness. I'm going to share a little bit about, first off, my experience of what drew me to the practice of meditation, and is this true for you? What drew me to the practice of meditation was full angst, suffering, unhappiness, unsettlement. I don't want to be so dramatic to say rock bottom, but definitely not a lot of happiness. Not a lot of contentment, maybe is a better word. Due to my father passing away and the breakup of a first partner, the mind was ripped open. Things that were already there were just seen more deeply and profoundly, and there was a lot of suffering. At that time, I started to practice yoga and then meditation and traveled. And then the practice unfolded to here we are today, right here. I'm still practicing. I still have moments of suffering. I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of effort and reverence towards the practice. And I still have a lot of conditions to pay attention to be playful with. So what brought you to the practice of meditation? To maybe listening to podcasts, TED Talks, or reading books around meditation, mindfulness. Perhaps it's with other faith traditions. Is it suffering? Malaise, like something doesn't taste quite right. I believe a lot of us come to spiritual teachings through the doorway of suffering, and yet on the other side, or within the same room, is another door of awakening, of understanding and compassion, and many, many other beautiful states of the mind. So is this true for you? Is that your inspiration, in a way, is to be relieved from suffering, or to integrate suffering, or to understand? Sidebar, remember, suffering, as the Buddha described, is life is uncertain. It's unpredictable. We can't control it. Again, my analogies, I'll sit here for long enough, the body will become uncomfortable. It's a little mini moment of suffering. And then there's other moments of suffering that, again, really destabilize us in life. Sorry, I tripped on my tongue. Okay, so that's suffering, or one interpretation of suffering. So, did you walk into the door of your practice via suffering? You still in the room with suffering, understanding it, working through with it, noticing your habits, your conditions, your biases, beliefs? And can you look around the room and see the spaciousness? See the possibility of looking out the window, perhaps, in the room, to nature, to freedom. And maybe looking to the other side, there's another door, the one into awakening, understanding. And that's just my experience, and it seems to me a lot of my beautiful community friends and colleagues that can relate to this. And in a way, we got involved with practice because of suffering. But it's not the end. It's the beginning, but it's not the end. The end is all the possibilities to understand. Okay, so from my heart to yours, my suffering is mine, it's individual. Your suffering is yours, it's individual and unique for you, but it's universal. In our own way, we all suffer, all of us. So may we have compassion towards my suffering, towards your suffering, seeing all beings suffering and with the possibility of awakening. Seeing suffering with kind, compassionate eyes. Seeing suffering as the doorway to understand. Thank you, thank you, thank you.